I want you to think back to the last few times that you showed an apartment to somebody and you didn't get the lease. Chances are, if you did not get the lease, you're going to probably answer no to one or both of the following two questions that I'm about to ask you. Hey everybody, my name's Matt Easton. I'm the founder of Leasing University. What's Leasing University? Leasing University is the #1 sales training system for property managers, for leasing agents, and for leasing consultants in the world. Now it comes in two flavors. You can learn online over at leasinguniversity.com, or I can fly out and work with your people in a live event. We're gonna drill, we're gonna role play, we're gonna learn everything that you need to know in order to get more leases. And does Leasing University work? Absolutely. You can check out the testimonials on the website, but I can tell you on average, folks that are involved with Leasing University that take the training over at leasinguniversity.com have a 7 times improvement. They 7x the amount of leases they're able to close in the following 30 days. So right away, you see results right away with Leasing University. But let me talk about these two things that I think you're probably going to answer no to every time you fail to get a lease. What's the first one? The first one is, do you have an understanding of that prospect's current situation and their ideal living situation, their ideal scene? Do you know it? Do you know it like the back of your hand? What is their current situation? Where are they living right now? What's going on with their current situation? And what's their ideal scene? And number two, and more importantly, did you recap your understanding with them when they arrived, before you showed them anything, before you even walked around the property? Did you recap your understanding with them? Now, we teach you how to do all of this at Leasing University, but let me give you an example, because a lot of you are going to be thinking, yeah, I do that. I do that. I totally understand my prospects, and sure, I recap. What does he mean by recap? Sure, I recap. Let me show you what I mean by recap. Now, am I asking you to be Brad Pitt or Angelina Jolie? Absolutely not. Am I asking you to memorize everything in the world about your prospects? For sure, you can't do that. You meet with way too many people. But I am asking you to be a professional, and I'm asking you to use a system. I'm asking you to ask the right questions, and I'm asking you to write your information down. And when the prospect comes to the leasing office, you simply review your notes with them. Let me give you some notes here. So, Tina, Brad, Mike, Joe, Rick, whatever your name is. This is an example of how you review with them. Brad, I'm so excited that you came in. I'm so glad you're here. I've got an amazing apartment that I want to show you. I think it's going to meet all your needs. Brad, before I do you mind if I just simply recap my understanding of your current situation so I make sure that we're on the same page? Is that okay with you? Absolutely, Matt, that's okay with me. They're never going to tell you that's not okay with them. You're being professional and you're being respectful of their time. This is what professionals do. They have stuff written down and they recap it with their prospects before they tour the community. Brad, so I just want to recap here. You're moving to Denver from Austin for work with Leasing University. You're a new sales rep with Leasing University here in Denver, correct? Yeah, great. Okay. You work from home and you want a separate room to set up as a home office. You're a view guy and you love that your place in Austin is on a higher floor, correct? Yes. What's most important to you with your new home, your ideal scene, what's most important to you is the kitchen. The reason why that's important to you is you've got some food allergies and you can't eat out very often. I can totally get that. My wife, she's got a whole gluten allergy. It's not the fashion allergy. It's the real one where she gets sick. I totally understand where you're coming from on that. And I think I've got a great kitchen to show you. What you want to see first is the fitness center. Why you want to see that first is you told me that if you could work out here at the community for 30 minutes each day, you could get a lot more done with work. And the reason why you're saying that is your place in Austin doesn't have a good gym. So you're actually getting in the car, and with Austin traffic, I think you told me it was Loop 1 Mopac that you got to sit on, and it's getting worse and worse every day. You're actually spending 45 minutes to get to the gym, an hour to work out, and 45 minutes back. It's really not feasible for you to be working out and have a job. If you want to continue your job, you've got to figure out a better way to get more done with your work. Hey, Brad, does that still match what you need? Am I on track there? Oh yeah, Matt, you're on track. Great, great, great. Did I miss anything? No, you haven't missed anything. Brad, has anything changed? You and I talked last Friday. Has anything changed since we last spoke on Friday? No, nothing's changed. Do you see what I did there? Now, do you think that every leasing consultant that Brad works with is going to take that level of detail, that's going to understand their current situation the way that I understood it, that's going to know Brad's got food allergies, Brad's sick of sitting in traffic, Brad wants to work out, Brad wants to get buff, but Brad also wants to be a rock star at his new job with Leasing University. Hey, I'm about to show Brad a kitchen that he can feel great about. He can do all his meals there. Why? Brad's got some food allergies and he can't leave the place. He's got to cook his own food. I feel for Brad. He's got to cook his own food. He can't go out to eat. Brad wants to work out. Brad wants to have that separate space. Now, I'm going to show him right when we walk in. Brad, that's the kitchen. Hold off. We're not going to look at that yet because you told me you're a view guy. I want to show you. This is why I love this unit. It's actually got a second bedroom that you're going to set up as your office. My vision here is you're going to put your desk right here. Now check this out. It's got a little balcony that it's just big enough for you to step out on, but the cool thing about this is you can open the door, you're going to have the fresh air. And we're on a higher floor because you told me you love your view in Austin. I bet you this view is probably better than your view. And more importantly, you can step out. So you can be on your conference calls, talking, looking over the view, and then we're going to stroll in the kitchen. We're going to check that out. This is how you be a professional. This is how you set yourself apart. Remember this. This is the single most expensive decision that Brad is going to make. Respect that. Respect the position that Brad is in and learn about your prospect. Go in that level of detail with them. Now, if you're saying to yourself, this is ridiculous, his example was silly, that's an actual example from Leasing University Live where we worked with an incoming phone call. It's not silly, and it's actually very simple to get that level of detail from your prospects. You just don't know how to ask the questions. You just don't know what questions to ask. We can teach you that. This is very teachable, very learnable, very simple, and even easier to put into place. And it's going to set you apart from everyone else in the market. Why are you working so hard? Why are you wasting so much time spinning your wheels with the wrong process? We simply need to get you a better process. So I encourage you, please subscribe to this channel. It's all about you. It's all about leasing. And more importantly, at least go take a look. Doesn't it make sense for you to at least take a look at Leasing University? It's the system that's going to help you understand all of this. And I guarantee you, I want you to comment below. Are you able to answer those two questions? Do I understand their current situation and their ideal scene? And did I do a thorough job of recapping my understanding with that prospect before I showed them anything? Can you answer it that way? Let me know. I want to read your comments, and I will read every single one of your comments. Until the next video, I'm Matt Easton, the founder of Leasing University. Be great and get those leases. 500 of the top property management companies work with Leasing University. We conduct 100 live apartment leasing training events per year. We help our clients sign over 100,000 additional leases per year, adding $2 billion to their revenue. Leasing consultants that have access to Leasing University lease 7 times more apartments than the rest of the industry. Leasing University is new. Leasing University is game-changing, and Leasing University will get you 7 times more leases. Listen, the apartment industry has changed.
The way people rent apartments today is totally different than it was yesterday. Today's renter has more access to information and they've got more choices in apartments than they've ever had before. If you're struggling to get leases, it's most likely not your location, it's not your amenities, and it's not your price. It's your sales training. If you've been made to sit through a boring class or unrealistic online training, and you're not getting the skills that you need to work with renters, to help you handle their objections, and to make sure you close the lease and rent the apartment, well, that ends today with Leasing University. Our simple, fun, and exciting step-by-step online training and live events will give you the skills and confidence that you need to lease 7 times more apartments. Earn your Certified Leasing Consultant credential in less than 30 days with Leasing University. Simply click on the link to get started and head over to leasinguniversity.com now to start your training.